Well, hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Princess Leah 888, and this is your daily divine messages, weekly wisdom from Spirit. If you're new to my channel, welcome, beloveds. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in or out. If you have not already subscribed to my Vibe Tribe, feel free to do so. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm going live. My mission here is to do my part in healing the heart of the divine masculine and the sacred feminine through conscious love. So, all of these messages that come through as an intuitive artist, performance and healing artist, I tune in to the highest frequencies from spirit with the intention to bring messages of guidance, soul guidance. This is not to predict any futures. This is to pull the strongest energies and give any wisdom that may or may not resonate with you, that may or may not be what you need on your path. But if it does, I sure hope that I can make a difference in your life today in some way, shape, or form. I sure hope that Spirit can make a difference in your life today. If you're a returning family or friend, welcome back, beloved. Thank you for always being here and your support. I always appreciate you. And I have pulled some cards yesterday on Friday at the time of this message. We are on the weekend of daylight savings time, so be sure to set your clocks, which will do automatically for you accordingly tomorrow. Springing forward, finally back into our spring season, which is very exciting. But here in the Midwest, the spring season also comes with our natural Mother Nature weather impediments, which is tornadoes for us. So last night we had a tornado warning at about 11:30 to midnight. I was just getting ready to go to bed, and the sirens went off. And then there's gushes of wind, and then it was just ended up just being a really big thunderstorm. But, and big lightning, and just within one to 2 seconds, the rain went gushing down. And I called my mom, and we talked on the phone until the sirens went off at her place and mine. She's about 30 minutes east. And yeah, thank goodness, thank God, thank the gracious, omnipresent divine that we are safe, that it was not a tornado. I did put my cat in his bag, backpack, cat back, cat packs, and just in case. But I'm very grateful that we were safe and that everyone was safe and that it was just a big storm. So with that said, I want to go ahead and tap into our heart chakra, do some sound bowl healing. And if you'd like to join, this is where I just tune into the frequencies of our heart chakra and tap into any messages, any downloads that might want to come through intuitively before we get into the cards. And I may or may not pull some additional cards just for more of today's energy, if there's any difference for this weekend. But usually I do my daily divines on Friday or Saturday. So since I pulled these yesterday on Friday, I still feel that it's called for this weekend. But let's go ahead and tap into our heart space. You can join me placing your hand on your heart if you'd like. You can close your eyes and take a deep breath. stomach is growling a little bit, letting me know that I am hungry. That it's time for breakfast. I'm hearing to honor your body. Listen to your body this weekend. If you need to rest, we are still coming off the intense eclipse season that we had since the end of Aquarius season. The full moon, and we're still in a Mercury retrograde. Venus moves into Aries today. Some astrological forecasting. So that Venus, the planet of love and beauty and abundance, the divine feminine empress of attracting, of receiving, of creating, of manifesting, is in the sign of Aries, along with Chiron retrograde, Saturn, and Neptune. So this Aries stellium is a beautiful, powerful placement, especially with Venus. This is the bold, strong, divine feminine, taking bold action to create. And Aries, the first of the zodiac, is also governs the first house, which is of your personal self, your identity, your physical self. So with all of these placements, these strong placements with Chiron, the wounded healer, in Aries, how are you healing the wounds of your own physical and personal body? Saturn in Aries, Saturn, the planet of karma, taking responsibility and accountability, beginning in Aries after 30 years, a renewal. That's when they say Saturn returns. Every 30 years, it's your Saturn return. So, what are the cycles that are ending from the last 30 years? What kind of karma are you looking at within your own personal self? Karma's not always bad. Karma is cause and effect. And so, what are you taking accountability and responsibility for of your actions that are now coming to surface to show you where you have been in alignment and out of alignment with Source, with God, gracious, omnipresent, divine, with your true, authentic self? This is about being your true, authentic self, says Aries. This is the mission right now. This is the practice, because we just shed in the year of the snake last year all of the things that were not in alignment with our true, authentic self, and now we are getting into alignment, and that may take for some reflection with the Mercury retrograde, asking us to reflect, with the Chiron retrograde, asking us to reflect. And Neptune and Aries, dissolving the illusions from the last 160 years, awakening the dreams. I'm hearing also integrating those dreams that Neptune also holds, the planet of dreams, of wisdom, because the Neptune is full of water. Water holds ancient wisdom, memory. So Neptune coming into Aries after 160 years, these are generational dreams coming into manifestation, coming into your physical integration, as well as dissolving the illusions, the fog, the rose-colored glasses, the masks, so that you can, once again, live freely, fully, and deeply in your true, authentic self. Thank you, Spirit. It's beautiful. So, speaking of aligning with your true authentic self, that's basically all that this is saying here. I love these cards that are coming through with Beyond and the Beyond Lemuria by Izzy Ivy. These paintings are so beautiful, but what's pulling me right now are these cards: alignment, transformation, and manifestia. Because you are coming into alignment, you are transforming, going through a major transformation of alignment with your true authentic self, manifesting all that you, with the star card, have wished for. Learning the balance of the give and receive, offer and receive, reciprocity. How, and I'm hearing with Saturn looking into your Aries, how have you been faithfully, loyally, and consistently offering and receiving a balanced reciprocity in yourself, in your workspace, in your familyship, in your relationships. And this is where reclaiming your energy right now this weekend is so important. We're reclaiming our energy, realm bridger in earth, so that we can bridge the realms, our energy on earth as it is in heaven. Integrating the realms of heaven and earth, integrating our energy of our shadows and our light, honoring all of Mother Earth's cycles and seasons. I love spring season, not just because I'm a spring baby, but because there's something beautiful about the rebirth after the season, the winter season of death. The phoenix rising, it's powerful, right? There's something about coming back to life. All of the plants I saw going on a walk the other day, the first little bud on a tree, and I had to take a picture because it was just so exciting for me. I love seeing that. I love seeing when we are coming into a brand new season of life, because that's what it feels like all of us are going through right now through this transformative season, through this transformation, even our fur and feathered friends, which, speaking of which, my fur baby is asking me to come inside, so I'm going to give him a chance since it is kind of cold outside. Yeah, there he goes. Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle. And so, I'm hearing treat this earth, your fur and feathered friends, with the same respect that you would want that you want to treat yourself, that you want. Come into alignment. This is that Six of Crystals, Pentacles. Treat your fur and feathered friends and Mother Earth. The full moon in Virgo that we just had is the Earth Mama. How you want to be treated, right? You wouldn't want people coming into your house, tracking in mud and bugs and mice and rodents and roaches, and you would want them to take their shoes off. Or do you, right? Ask yourself, how are you treating yourself? How are you treating others? How are you treating Mama Gaia? How are you how you're treating your pets and other animals? Are you one that would purposely go out of your way to hit a bird just because you think it's funny? Or are you someone that would purposely slam on your brakes to not hit a kitten that is walking across the street? Like, or the geese or the squirrels? Like, do you pick up litter off the ground? Do you throw your trash away in the trash can? Are you doing your part? Are you doing your part? And listen to these animals. They are your guides. They're spirit guides. Spirit guides speaking to you. And I love this Fur and Feathered Friends as well with this Earth card, because this Fur and Feathered Friends reminds me of the Strength card in the Tarot, where she is the divine feminine. This gives me Aries, Venus and Aries energy. She is the divine feminine empress, holding safe space for the animals instead of threatening them and their existence. She says, I see you. I see you as you are. I see the love in you. And I am not here to hurt you, but you can also not hurt me. As she says, right, to all of them, you can't hurt each other and while you're in my presence either, because we are all one. We are all connected, and I honor you as much as you honor me. Let's honor each other. I will honor you. I will hold space for you. And this to me also reminds me of how the divine feminine holds space for the divine masculine. Because and I'm hearing the beast in the masculine, right? As the lion. And the way that beast is tamed, so to speak, is by holding a safe space. Holding a safe space. Bringing love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius with the star card, Aquarius energy, shifting the perspective and seeing that we are mirrors to each other. And so what I see in you is what you see in me. What you see in me is what I see in you, is a reflection of each other. If I'm not seeing the best in you, maybe it's reflecting some internal things about me that I need to look at. If I'm seeing wonderful, beautiful, if I get beautiful, lovey feelings when I see you, it's because you are reflecting back the beautiful, omnipresent, divine love that is within me. So how can we shift that perspective to make sure that we are giving and receiving, offering and receiving the same amount of love, to reclaim our energy so we can manifest the star, our happily ever after, our wish fulfillment, everything that we have been wishing and praying for upon the stars. You see, she's got stars here in the Manifestia too. We all have feminine and masculine energy within us. It's not about gender. And so when we come into alignment, reclaiming our energy, allowing ourselves to go through that transformation of the winter death and the spring birth, we manifest. In order to manifest, you need both feminine and masculine energies. That's why Venus in Aries feels so beautiful right now, because Venus, the feminine, and Aries is ruled by Mars, which is the masculine, divine masculine planet of resolution, of war, of battle, of conflict resolution. And we have this here, a personal issue reaches resolution. So this weekend, you may be facing some personal issues. And this could be issues and maybe what you're feeling of being in alignment or manifesting, issues around manifesting, issues around your own personal alignment, issues around reclaiming your energy. But bridging the realm, that is bringing your feminine and masculine energy together. The feminine is the idea, the wish, the star. That is the feminine energy within us. The creative, the ideas and then the masculine is the bringing into fruition, bringing that idea into its manifestation, into fruition. In order to do that, you have to reclaim both. You have to align with all your chakras, with your authentic true self. And you have to bring love into the situation. Let your heart feel what it needs to feel this weekend. Hold the vision. Hold the love in the situation. If you want to reach this personal issue, if you want to resolve a personal issue, you have to bring love into the situation. Full moon in Cancer. So move, and I see your dreams need a practical plan. Under that, what are your plans? How can you manifest this into this wish into fruition? With the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck and the Akashic records underneath that, beautiful, is saying that tap into the wisdom of like an innocent child. The wisdom of the innocent child is what I'm hearing. Childlike innocence holds a wisdom that we as adults, as we get older, forget about, are taught to disassociate and detach from. But going back to that Neptune in Aries, tapping into the Akashic soul wisdom is like moving through the eyes of a child, a childlike curiosity, going on adventures in their imaginative mind. The Hierophant under that, yes, with awakening. This is beautiful because you are awakening to a new soul contract. The Hierophant is about contracts and traditions, and it's the divine, it's the original OG divine masculine energy, bringing it into solid solidification, awakening to the new soul contracts that are beginning within your true authentic self. Listen to the wisdom of your childlike desires. That's where that star came from. That's where that wish fulfillment came from in the first place. Have a practical plan. Kiss the day goodbye is the song I'm hearing with this song. Kiss the day goodbye, the sweetness and the sorrow. We did what we had to do. Won't regret, can't forget what I did for love. This song, this card, say goodbye to sadness and drama. That always reminds me of that song. And that's from a musical. Now, of course, I can't remember which musical. Don't make assumptions. All the sadness and drama you have lived in your life was rooted in making assumptions and taking things personally. The whole world of control between humans is based on that. Take a moment and consider this. Don Miguel Ruiz says, as he comes out with his letter, as he writes about and shares with us why he wrote the 4 agreements and why he created these oracle cards. He says, to offer you a simple yet powerful code of conduct for attaining personal freedom and true happiness. That is the alignment, that is the energy of this weekend, of Venus in Aries, of Neptune in Aries, of Chiron in Aries, of Saturn in Aries. Attaining personal freedom and true happiness. The cards correspond to each of the four agreements. 1, be impeccable with your word. 2, don't take anything personally. 3, don't make assumptions. And 4, always do your best. These cards will help you transform your life as you recover the awareness and wisdom of your authentic self. I can't make it up. As you transform your life to reclaim your energy to your true, authentic alignment with Source, God, Jah, Allah, Divine, Spirit, however you want to call it. I call God the gracious, omnipresent, divine, God. So say goodbye to the sadness and the drama and be yourself around others. It's okay. Don't make assumptions that people won't love you or accept you, because the biggest assumption that humans make is that everyone sees life the way we do. We assume that others think the way we think, feel the way we feel, judge the way we judge, and abuse the way we abuse. We are afraid to be ourselves around others because we think others will judge us, victimize us, abuse us, and blame us as we do ourselves. And some people might say, well, because they have. Well, that is why you are reclaiming your energy this weekend to be yourself around everyone, no matter what. And if they have something to say, don't take it personally, because it has nothing to do with you. Thank you, Spirit. I received that message too. Because and look, relinquish the need to change others. Relinquish the need to change others. Because I have that same issue. Sometimes that's the personal issue that I'm coming to resolution with, is saying goodbye to the sadness and drama and being myself, my true authentic self. As an Aries myself, I have the tendency to fear being my true authentic self, out of the fear that people will judge or blame or victimize, maybe because they have in the past. But today I get to reclaim my energy. This weekend we are working on relinquishing the need to change others or change yourself, because real love is accepting other people the way they are without trying to change them. If we try to change them, this means that we really don't like them. Think about that. It's easier to find someone who's already the way you want him or her to be instead of trying to change that person. We might think, oh, I love you. I just want you to be this way. And there's a difference I'm hearing between changing others if they want to change, like if they want to be better, if they want to do better, if they want to, feel better, that's their choice. That's up to them. But we trying to force them to, follow your, our own personal desires or our own schedule, or that's where the Six of Crystals comes in. We need to have that balance of reciprocity, of offer and receive, of allowing others to be who they are and loving them as they are, even if they are making mistakes, even if they are, acting in a way that is not their true aligned self. You can still love them. You don't have to be around them. You don't have to be with them out of love. Unconditional love doesn't mean sacrificing your well-being for someone else. Unconditional love means I love you unconditionally. Regardless of what conditions we're in, I love you, whether we are in the condition of being together or not together. I love you so much that I will not allow you to be outside of your true, authentic, aligned self. And the way that you are treating me or treating yourself or treating others is not your true, authentic self. But they have to, I still love you. I still see the true, authentic self that you are. And I love that person. I love that. But if you are not in alignment with that and are not able to be in alignment with that, I still love you. I'll just have to love you from a distance. I hope that makes sense. That is unconditional love. Holding love for someone as they are and where they are without losing your alignment with self, your energy. Your alignment with self, with source. So replace fear with love. I love this one. These are some of the cards that came out from the weekly wisdom last week. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. I love this. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile for the words that come from love. So that's why this weekend we are still focusing on saying goodbye to the sadness and the drama, replacing the false expectations appearing real, the false ego appearing real, the false emotions appearing real. You fill in the E blank. The false energies appearing real, false evidence appearing real, right? False everything appearing real. Kiss and say goodbye to the sadness, the sweetness, and the sorrow, and the drama, and be yourself around others and relinquish the need to change others. Let everybody just be. Like the fur and feathered friends here. Let us just be. Right? Your best is changing all the time. Last one here. The best is changing all the time. I think this one's so important. We don't see this one enough. Always do your best. No more and no less. There is a difference. Your best will depend on whether you are refreshed in the morning or tired at night. Your best will be different when you are happy as opposed to upset, or healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstances, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. Give yourself grace for where you are in this moment. If you are going through a transformation, Izzy Ivy painted this picture when she said she needed a hug, so she painted one. Because if you're going through a transformation, you may be in a cocoon space right now. You may be saying, I just need to cocoon and come back to myself, and I don't really want to be around others, and I don't really have a lot of energy to give out. And some people may say, oh, you are a bad friend because you don't want to hang out with me, or you are, selfish because you are wanting to spend time to yourself. Well, that's their opinion, and don't take that personally. But your best in that moment is not that you are lazy. It's that you are transforming. You are healing. And it's okay. I hope this makes sense. I hope this is helpful. You can make a difference. I don't know why. I'm going to just say see what kind of numbers want to come through. 16 might be a significant number for you. 20. And 2. 2 is the number of partnership, duality, yin yang, balance, feminine and masculine. 20 is like the emphasis of 2, with divine spirit behind you and your partnership and your duality. I'm seeing these up here with perspective, as this is looking at different perspectives, seeing different perspectives here, especially during this conflict resolution, this personal issue that you may be resolving this weekend. 16, the number 2016 is what I'm seeing too, with the year 2016. That's the year my son was born. So maybe there's something about that year that also was really significant for you. Or February 16th. Maybe that was right around the eclipse in Aquarius, right before the year of the Chinese New Year of the snake, of the horse, fire horse, that now we are in. So these are some things that might be. I'm just playing around with these numbers if they resonate with you. If not, that's okay. You know, don't force it. I just like numbers. 16 also reduces to 7, which is a divine number. The number of the gracious, omnipresent, divine. All right, and then 6 again here with balance. The number 6 is of balance. 6 of crystals, pentacles, reciprocity. And let's see what this, here's one more positive affirmation that wants to come through. I am capable of so much. Okay? Tell yourself this weekend, I can make a difference. I can make a difference. That is the star, the wish that you have been wishing on, perhaps since 2016. But you can make a difference. I'm also hearing make a change. Maybe you want to make a difference on earth with animals. Maybe that's what you're coming into alignment to manifest. You can make a difference. You are capable of so much, beloved. All you got to do is say goodbye to the sadness and drama. Replace fear with love. Relinquish the need to change others. Be yourself. And do your best. No more and no less. It's okay if your best is 20% today and 80% tomorrow, or 110% next week and 30% yesterday. Because it's time to tell yourself, I am prepared to succeed. You are prepared to succeed. Let that sink in. You are prepared to succeed, okay? Gracious, omnipresent, divine, God has been preparing you all this time through this transformation, through this reclamation of your energy, through the alignment that you are manifesting, through it all, through the personal issues that you've gone through. You are prepared now. Not I am preparing. You are prepared right now. All that you need to succeed is within you right now. I had a previous manager that used to tell me that to tell myself when I would doubt myself. To say, I am, all that I need is within me now. So I love you so much. If this is resonating, if this is helpful, if this is inspiring, if this is encouraging, if this is empowering for you of what you're going through right now, please hit that like button so that other people can be empowered to find this as well. And hopefully it'll give them something that can help them go through it. And feel free to share it with anyone if you'd like, if you think they would also like this message. I hope that my mic and camera are clear, because I've been getting some feedback on the mic lately. But hopefully all the messages, I trust that all the messages that came through for whomever needed to hear it, heard it and received it. I know I did, and I pray that you did too. And until next time, my beautiful beloveds, I will see you in the next moon. Peace and love. Namaste. Bye.